Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Did you know that the United States of America is at war with Yemen? Or a faction, a bad faction, a group in Yemen called the Houthis? Did you know that we are at war? Now, why do I say we are at war? I think war could be described on a certain kind of intensity, a certain kind of, how do you call that, a level of hostility. If I punch you in the face, that's not a war, but when we start exchanging 700 punches, now that's a war. So I think the intensity, the number, the mass of how much I throw to you and how much you throw at me, I think it defines a war versus a battle or a scuffle or a little conflict or something. Now I will show you here, I have two articles in which the ABC and CNN, trusted media, will tell us numbers, will give us numbers of how many airstrikes the United States of America launched on Yemen and how many strikes the Houthis from Yemen launched at the United States of America's assets. And we're going to have a statement, which I think it's idiotic, coming from Donald Trump. And he says, I'm going to start with that one, and you tell me if this statement you think is true. Right here. This is from today. It's a long interview. I didn't read the entirety of it, but I was looking for this quote. This time, I'm fighting for the world. Trump talks his first 100 days in new interview. This time, I'm fighting for the world. Do you think that Donald Trump is fighting for the world in Yemen? Or do you think that he's fighting for someone else's interests in Yemen? I think the United States of America in Yemen against the Houthis, as bad the Houthis are, all right, let's cut the bad according to some, not bad according to others. Some people's terrorists, other people's, how do you call that, freedom fighters. So here we have the Americans, where I think they're not fighting for the world, not even for the United States of America's interest. But let me show you that these guys are at war, according to American media. I think CNN is American, right? So let's start with the first article. CNN. Houthis' successful targeting of US drones is hampering Trump's mission to kill group's senior leadership. This is the first title, and I will read, I think, the third paragraph, and this one is very important. And then here, ABC News, Houthis shoot down growing number of US drones. 6 MQ-9 drones have been down since the start of large-scale air campaign. Large-scale air campaign. In one of my videos, I don't know, a year ago or so, maybe more than that, when the Houthis started, attacking certain vessels, and then the Americans decided to protect those guys' vessels in the Red Sea, I said, the Americans will have troops on the ground in Yemen. I said, the United States of America will invade Yemen. That's what I said. And I'm still standing behind this. Why? I will show you in the first article how nicely the idea that if we would have troops on the ground in Yemen, we don't have to send drones, which we need right now, but they shoot down our drones. The implication is, how about a military invasion, ground invasion? Now, you can say, Emil, it's a big stretch. Wait, I've been waiting patiently for about a year and a half. I can still wait. Now, let's start with the first one, when I'm going to show you that statement. So this is the first from CNN. This is from what? The 25th of April, Friday. Now, we are fighting these guys. Look, we are fighting these guys? These guys are fighting us. Look at that. He got a dagger over there. You see that? Are you crazy? These guys are old weapons right here. You see this rifle? This is probably from the First World War. Yeah, it's an AK-47 over there. These guys are fighting us And we fight them because of whom? And they say, Iran-backed Houthis. As someone said in one of Facebook posts, why don't they refer to Israel, the US-backed Israel? Always Iran-backed this, Iran-backed this. Never, I don't know, US-backed Israel. Because that's what it is. Actually, it's the other way around because someone else is in charge here. So let's read. It says here, I'm going to show you how many targets they fought. Okay, my friends? Right there. What paragraph? The third one or fourth one? 1, 2, 3. But the platforms best suited to conduct that persistent effort, the MQ-9 Reaper drones, keep getting shut down. What can we do? And they provide you with a solution. The officials explain, in fact, the Houthis are only getting better at targeting them. What can we do? Right there. This is a solution. The US does not have boots on the ground in Yemen. So it relies on overhead surveillance, much of it from MQ-9S, to conduct battlefield damages assessments and track up terrorists. But if right here the guys are getting better at it, what does that mean? Right? They're getting better. That means we need to change things. How? Boots on the ground. That's what I'm saying. And let's see how the war occurs. The official said the US has hit 700 targets. 700. Is that a war or just a limited something? More than 300 airstrikes. How many days are in a year? 365. So that is once a day almost. Have you heard about it? Is your media letting you know about that? That's a war. About against whom? Did I show you the picture with the dagger? Those guys. And we use what exactly? Cruise missiles and aircraft carriers and all these sophisticated weapons. Stealth bombers, satellites, and the Iran-backed Houthis. I'm not defending the Houthis. I don't give a shit about them. Let's start with this one. I care about the United States of America, who's fighting for someone else's interest. And then you got Trump, this time I'm fighting for the world. No, you're not. No, you are not fighting for the world. All right, let's go back and see the magnitude. So the campaign right here, not even, started on March 15th. This year. So right here, since the campaign began on March 15, they had 700 targets hit, launched more than 300 airstrikes. That's in what? In a month and a little bit? That's a war, my friends. Right here, over the past 6 weeks. Yeah, that's exact. 6 weeks, the Houthis have launched 77 one-way attack drones, 30 cruise missiles, 24 medium-range ballistic missiles, and 23 surface-to-air missiles either at U.S. forces into the Red Sea or at the master Israel, two of the officials say. So you tell me, who's fighting? Right there. These guys? These guys. Oh my God, look at that dagger. Straight right there. My God. And this is, again, Houthis shoot down growing number of US drones. So what is the solution? Ground troops, my friends. I guarantee you, not guarantee you, 98% I give you. Not 99. 99 for me is because I don't use 100. Unless it's like really 99. In this case, 98. Why? I leave a little back door in case I'm wrong. I'm like a weasel. Anybody's looking? Close the curtain. Nobody saw me. Oh, are you here, everybody? All right. So we are at war. That's clear. For other interests, Trump thing with I'm fighting for the world. That's not true. You are not fighting for the world. You are fighting for whomever is behind you, and you are the front of some interests that you agreed to work for or with. I'm guessing. When you were selected by the interest to become the nominee and allowed to run for our confirmation with electronic voting machines. Jesus Christ, I can't even have to mention that. So again, we are at war. In 6 weeks, 300 airstrikes. Was strikes or operations? What was that? I think it was strikes. Airstrikes, 300. Now you make the calculation. And they talk about Ukraine. Oh, Ukraine is a war, but the Russians call it special military operation. And have you seen the guy with the dagger? He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. All right, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.